Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Gladys Nyambura, and if you're a new viewer and you would like to see more of what I have to offer, you know what to do. Subscribe. I would like to share my experience with fasting, and like today, not even today, but since last week, I've been thinking about sharing how I like the kind of meals or my diet, how I observe my diet before I start fasting. And I also like today is on a Sunday, and we know that tomorrow is fasting Mondays. Yeah, we can do this. um I thought about sharing exactly how I break my fast, and that shouldn't be hard to do because we do that every single day, right? Yeah, yeah, the reason I'm doing fasting on Mondays, oh wow, I have a noise situation. I hope to have it solved soon, Daddy. Yes. Um, the reason I've been doing fasting on Mondays is because I simply want to make fasting a lifestyle, and I should like also talk about that in a different video and how impactful it's been, you know. Yeah, and today being on a Sunday, given the fact that I fast every Monday, like I've been doing so for a couple of months, um so like the first thing I do before, like I like today's on a Sunday, right? So I have to like fast tomorrow. Since I've been like practicing this thing of fasting, the main thing I've managed to do is, before I get to like the exact day of fasting, I fast on Mondays, and so on Tuesday I go in with like on Monday evening. Okay, I mainly fast. Sometimes I do like the 3 meals, and sometimes I do breakfast and lunch fasting, such that I eat light in the evening. And for Tuesday, come Tuesday morning, I also like just take something light. It could be maybe a cup of milk, and I mean a cup because a cup for me is like half liter of milk, and another some time later. And so for me, it's been quite a journey. I've seen results out of it, and I've come to like want, and I've come to like desire for fasting to be a lifestyle for me. And I honestly, when I was little, every time I was forced to fast, and I remember like mostly it was lunchtime, fasting on lunchtime. I remember I felt like it was such a task. Like I felt like it was punishment for me, because I mean, like your little, like your body needs to grow, like your like stuff is developing, and so like you need the food, you know. And for me, I feel like fasting is way much better when it comes from you. I feel like the urge to fast should like always come from you, and not like a group thing. Yeah, a group thing with people who are like hungry for God, or for people who have that desire, the zeal and zest. I feel like that is the very best drive for you to like go into fasting. And I also feel like when you're a group, it's easier because you can like encourage each other, you know. Yeah, and so today is on a Sunday. I'm fasting tomorrow, and what I've been doing most of the week, and is very important, is I've been trying to like stay hydrated, which is key, and especially when you're fasting. And so yeah, I've been like ensuring that I do not take anything less than 3 liters of water a day. And yeah, it's okay. And especially I know drinking water, uh honestly, I haven't been like drinking water that much. And I ever since I started like fasting, I've been trying to like take it seriously. Like you're supposed to like have 8 glasses of water in a day, right? And so for me, I honestly had not been doing that, because I also feel like I had some other addictions, and water was not like my cup of tea. at all. And water was just not what I wanted to do. I didn't like water at all. Not that I didn't like water at all. I just didn't have time. I didn't have like space for water. Never. And so staying hydrated is definitely key, and especially when you're going to fasting. And yeah, and so given that I fast on Mondays, I also like try to like skip a meal, be it on a Thursday or Friday, so like I can, so like it's easier for me to like go into fasting come Monday. So it being on a Sunday, today on waking up, I had like, of course, a cup of milk. You know my mug. Um, I should just go and look for my mug. Yeah, I have a mug that I use to like take my milk, and that's what I had today. That was light, and so like I didn't have like anything in the morning, like that was all I did. And so come lunchtime, okay, like in between breakfast and lunch, I had a fruit. And so come lunchtime, I decided, yo, you know what, let me just eat something light. And so I did. I didn't eat like a big portion of food. I just had like a small portion of rice and beans. That was amazing. And a lot of chili. Yeah, it was awesome. And so um hmm, the thing is, I like to eat like 4 hours before bed. And so as we speak, it's let me check the time. It's 9:30, and 9:30 in the evening. And so 9:30 is night, right? Yeah, should be night. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, and so I already like had my dinner. And so before I retire to bed, I'm going to just have like milk, and that's it. And so like my fasting sort of starts, it could start at midnight. Yeah, like, because at that time I've like emptied my bowel and I'm like ready to like start my day. Or I could just like start my fasting at around 3 a.m. when I wake up. Guys, like I have that routine of where I wake up at 3 a.m., pray, and I've been like trying to like make that a lifestyle as well. Like prayer should be like a lifestyle for me. Like commanding my morning every single day is a lifestyle I'm trying to like adopt. And I want it to, because I've seen results. And I've told you guys in one of my videos, I've shared of how I always like keep a pen and notepad or a book, just whatever it is. It could be your journal. Always keep a notebook and pen beside your bed, because previously I said that the greatest ideas always strike at night. And so you never really know what idea you could have in the middle of the night. And so I always do that. And it's not easy because you're not used to like that routine. Like if night is for you to sleep, and so it might get hectic at first, but the more you do it, practicing it makes you better. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing lately. And it's actually like shaping my life in a way. I'm noticing some things I used to do, and I'm noticing some routines I used to have, and I'm like sort of cutting that off. Not easy at first, but it always works. And so guys, I try as much as possible to like okay, like what I had for supper, call it dinner, was okay. Like I had like a bit of meat, a bit of protein in my body, and yeah, that was it. Okay, I had ugali and nyama kidogo. And so not like big portions, but just kidogo, because like I'm just like retiring to bed in a few. And so I don't want to like go to bed okay, like my digestion is sort of slow. And so what I do is I make sure that I spread my meals. I could eat like small portions of food like 5 times a day, or maybe 4 times, highly depends. And so like I try to like avoid as much as possible eating at night, or maybe like eating an hour before bed. like I like it when I eat like 3 to 4 hours before bed, because then I'm sort of active a little. I could like move around. I could go down the stairs and get something from the shop. So I could just like, I'm just like in that movement, you know. And so digestion sort of happens and sort of is fast. And so food is not just in my stomach settled there, you know. And so there's this thing I do whenever that happens. Whenever maybe I'm like invited somewhere, whenever I eat like an hour or maybe like 30 minutes before bed, I promise you guys, and this is so frustrating, I always wake up with a full stomach. It's like food is not digested. When I belch, it's like, you know, like whatever I just ate is in there. And so to like, and then like I wake up with like all these pains around my stomach area, and that is like the worst experience ever. And so to like avoid that, I always make sure eat 4 hours before bed, if possible 5 hours, and so empty my bowel, have some milk or have some water, and there I am, ready for bed. And I'll just wake up fresh. I might wake up hungry, which is perfect for me, and the stomach pangs and pains are not there. And yeah, that is just quite my experience. And it doesn't really matter like what I eat, it's just that it happens every time. Like it's been happening to me like ever since I can remember. Yeah. And so so tomorrow being on a Monday, so like yeah, I ate a bit of like just a small portion of ugali and a little bit of nyama and tuskuma, and then I'll take a cup of milk later before I go to bed. Milk does no harm to me, and so I do that a lot, or maybe like some warm water and off to bed. And so yeah, the protein bit of it, I like that, because like when you wake up in the morning, the only thing I'll do, let me talk about myself. The thing I'll do is just like take some warm lukewarm water, and that's it for the day. And so the protein, I sort of need it in my body. Yes. And so I also like okay, like I like tomorrow being it on a Monday, I start my fasting. I like to say I start off my fasting around 3 a.m., because I wake up at that time to command my day, to like invite positive energy, success, um all that affirmation sort of stuff, and prayer, accompanied by prayer. And it's so difficult for me to like meditate at that time, because my body is also tired and sleepy. Like I'm just like waking up my body to like do all that in the middle of the night, yet I've been working all day. So it's quite tricky for you to like meditate at that point, because you could like easily fall asleep, and you wake up in the morning continuing your meditation. Not really like the best, it's not what you want to do. And so yeah, so basically tomorrow morning what I'll do is I'll wake up uh at 3 a.m., of course. I do my prayer, command my morning, bring blessings, command positivity into my life, my day, and just focus a little bit on what I want to achieve. And that is like time for me to reflect on how my day has been. And mind you, guys, I want you to mark this. When I wake up at that time, if my spirit is not right, if I've wronged someone, definitely I'll feel some sort of guilt, or my conscience just won't be clear. And so I highly recommend that, you know. And so yeah, and I go back to sleep. I woke up around 5:45, lag in bed a little, and then wake up at 6. Yeah, so when I wake up at 6, I most definitely the first thing I do is do the chorus, or just sing whichever song comes to mind. But mostly most of the times I prep beforehand. But sometimes I also like wake up, no song in my mind, or maybe like a song I wanted to do, it doesn't like sound perfect for the day, and so I have to like look for another song, you know. And most of the times we sort of tend to feel like we know all the lyrics to a song until you actually like start singing it out loud, and then you realize, wow, I don't know anything. Like I sing my own stuff, and so when I wake up at that time, it's a moment for me to like confirm my lyrics right. Sometimes I fall in the songs. I fought in the songs. When it comes to like lyrics, we all fought, don't we? And so I just like flow with it, whether I'm perfect or not. I just like flow with it, you know. And so yeah, I since okay, so most definitely I won't like prepare breakfast. Yeah, after I'm done singing, I won't prepare breakfast, and so I'll just be in the house praying a little, and then shower, get dressed, head off to work, meaning that I might be at work earlier than usual, which is okay. And then while I'm at work, when I wake up, I most definitely will just have like warm water, which is perfect to like start off your day. And so for the rest of the day, what I like to do is I spend much of my time on my phone, and I also like spend much time like eating, biting this or that, a snack here and there, a fruit here and there, and so um that is some of the stuff like I try to like avoid. I also like I also fast from like discussing stuff with my friends, because like in that moment you could get into the temptation of gossiping, which is way wrong, you know. And so these are some of the things like I fast from. One, being on my phone too much. Okay, um I'm sort of introverted in a way, but the nature of my job cannot allow for me to do that. And so I find myself like mostly in my phone, like just doing stuff I love to do, just checking out stuff, just learning stuff, you know. And so I like want to like take some time off of my phone to just focus and pray. And that doesn't mean that I won't go and listen to Joyce Meyer. It doesn't mean that I won't go and listen to like a subject on prayer and fasting. Doesn't mean that. The thing is, I most definitely have like a sermon downloaded from Joyce Meyer, and so I will just go and listen to that. And I also have something from Miles Monroe, and I know it's educative, it's informative, and I most definitely will listen to that. But I will in the process avoid vloggers. I most definitely will avoid lifestyle, how to, crafts. I definitely will avoid that, fashion and all that. I will avoid such videos from playing in my phone. So yeah, I'll avoid like reading blogs on lifestyle and just entertainment, the entertainment bit of it. I'll avoid that for tomorrow. And so I'll just like mainly focus on educative material about fasting and prayer, and I mainly want to focus on prayer, because you know like I'm already like doing the fasting, and so I want to concentrate on the prayer more, because I want to learn how to pray as well. Yeah, we know how to pray, but I want to like like go deep into prayer. Like I just want to like know how to do it, you know. It's all a process, and I have like the zeal for it, and that's exactly what I want to learn. And so guys, I'll spend my that is I'll do that for like 2 hours, like reading the materials for reading and listening to the materials for 2 hours or so, and then I'll delve into um just doing it on my own, just praying, you know. And so I've, the last time I prayed to God, I was praying for the spirit of discernment. And this is not the first time I'm doing that. Like, I've always prayed for that. And I'm seeing some results, guys. And that is what I've been praying for most. And I also, like, prayed for God to, like, help me have peace of mind. And in my previous videos, I spoke about how I was like struggling with something, and it all like was revolving around not having peace of mind. And I think I had like anger issues. And this is not okay, let me not say that, but they always say that short people have anger issues, but how true is that? Okay, and for me, I wouldn't like say that's the main cause, but I would say like I had like some personal issues I was dealing with, and so I was easily angered. But at this time of my life, at this moment in my life, I have learned to like deal with that. Like the little things used to like anger me like quickly, like in a second, like like and so focusing on like God and prayer and fasting. I also like to tomorrow what I'm doing is I most definitely will pray about the spirit of discernment. I want that to happen to me. Like I just want to like grow into it. I want to like I want to like develop that sense of spirit. I want my spirit to be right such that I can sense the other person's spirit. I want to discern what someone is about to say. I want to be in a position to like sense it before it actually happens. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've had like past experiences, and there was an incident that happened in the year 2021, 2020, 2021, and I feel like I sort of feel so guilty about it because um I sort of realized I could have prevented it from happening like 4 months later after it happened. And so that's okay. I know it shouldn't like I know it should not put me in a position where I feel guilty about it, but it does. I'm a human. I've like learned to deal with it, but I'm still human. Like when you look back, I could have prevented that from happening. It was like right in my eyes like this. I could have prevented that from happening, but I didn't. And so those are like some of the things like I need to like pray about. Like I just want to like be in a position to like discern. Oh, the noise! But I'll okay. Like we won't have like so much noise in my videos. Come within a very short period of time. I'm not quite sure when, but I just know it. We won't have like the issue of noise in my videos. And guys, as I was trying to say, I just like feel so bad because if I had like stuck with God, if I had like told God, you know what, take control, just make me understand what's happening. Like I had the knowledge, I had like I could control like the whole situation, but I just because I am so sorry, guys. Like I feel emotional and I don't want to like tear up, and so it's just so sad that I realized like I had like control over the situation 3 to 4 months later, and it was too late. And so I just want God to like direct me in the right footsteps. I want Him to show me what is supposed to happen and how I can prevent it. I want God to show me how to control situations from being so bad. Just imagine if you had control over COVID in the year 2020. Just imagine if there was a way, if you pray to God and He showed you that in the year 2020 will be a deadly disease where businesses will shut down, where people will lose their jobs, where there'll be lockdowns. As in like this is stuff that I used to actually like see on TV. This is stuff I used to like watch in movies and series, and it never like really dawned on me if that could like ever happen in my country. And so if only I had like been seeking God like truly and not in a selfish way, if only we had been seeking God, and I'm sure someone somewhere was seeking God, and a bigger percentage of individuals were hit by negative impacts of the COVID-19, but a certain percentage actually profited from that. And I only wish that I was in the category of the small percentage that actually profited from that, not in any selfish way, but in a very, very genuine way. And so these are some of the things that I want God to like open my eyes for me to see. The other thing is I just want to like fast and pray and thank God for the fact that I'm actually like so grateful, not for anything but just for life, for how things have been unfolding for me. I'm just so grateful. Like I feel like I'm at a better place for me to just like praise him and worship him and just be grateful to God. I just feel that. I feel like the atmosphere is conducive for me to do so. I just want to like I've been looking back, and there's always a reason for everything. There is. And just because there's a reason for everything does not mean that I am not involved to making that reason, to making that everything happen. There's always a reason for everything, and most of the time, I am the reason for that everything happening. And so I just don't go blindly anymore saying that this happened. Well, or maybe I say, since there's a reason for everything, basi, there's a reason someone is going hungry. Whereas I'm in the control, I'm in a position to just like make that person not go hungry. Sometimes we are the reason for the everything happening. And so in the past I've been trying to say it could be nature, it could be God, but most of the times, like I feel like it's time I take responsibility as the reason, you know? And that is how I can always like change the world. It's the little things we do that can help us change the world. And so guys, I feel like I should end this video here. I am very happy. I'm smiling. Um I feel like I should do my tomorrow's song right now. Yeah, I feel like I should do that right now. And now guess what, I do not have like any song in mind, and so the only thing I can think about is doing a video on how to like break your fast. And so guys, make sure you are tuned for the next video, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Yeah, so that's it from me today. It's been such a great day for me, and I'm more than happy to like be here to like share moments with you. You guys are my family, and so I'm just so excited. Yeah, so that's it from me today. Make sure you enjoy your night, my darlings, always. Yeah, that's it from me today. Have a lovely night.